Hello and welcome to my channel, I Win to Lose Gaming. In this video, I'll be showcasing some of the stuff you can expect from a free-to-play friendly Xiao build. Before jumping into the mostly Xiao 12-star Abyss runs, I wanted to show my Xiao stats. He's level 80 with a Refinement 1 Black Lip pole. He has no constellations and his talents are all only level 6. Keep in mind that at talent level 10 for his basic attack, Xiao would do 36% more damage, which is absolutely massive. However, I've already used my child plug things on Ganyu, so unfortunately Xiao is just going to have to stick with level 6 skills. Despite all this, he is performing exceptionally well with this little amount of investment into him. So we all thought Ganyu was good, and she is, but let me reassure you in saying that Xiao is also extremely good. For those that didn't believe that Xiao would be as good as Ganyu, you are both right and wrong. Xiao does have a lot of weaknesses that Ganyu doesn't have, like needing to use his burst to do damage, and thus having energy problems. However, once his burst is up, he's basically shooting Ganyu's blooms every 1.3 seconds or so, which is much faster than how fast Ganyu can shoot her blooms. It looks like, moving forward, this is just going to be the new norm for new characters in Genshin Impact. I'm personally expecting new characters all to be around Xiao and Ganyu's level of damage, which is to say, more than enough to trivialize the content in the game, even with free-to-play builds. Although Ganyu is able to comfortably completely solo Abyss 11 and 12, Xiao doesn't quite have that luxury due to his weaknesses of always needing energy for his burst and also losing health all the time. But despite that, both their quote-unquote solo clear times are pretty similar actually. Now I did have to bring Jean along for both of these runs to act as a battery as well as a healer. My Jean is only level 60 and she's not exactly the star of these runs, but her healing and energy recharge were irreplaceable. Anyway, some really interesting observations is that Xiao's plunges slams hitbox seems to hit both the Hilichurls and their shields, doing damage to them directly and also breaking their shields. Prior to Xiao's release, I was a little concerned about how he would deal with these shields, but it looks like he just crushes them and also hits whoever is holding them. Now, one of my personal biggest gripes about Xiao is how clunky he feels when doing his plunge attack. However, like Klee, I believe this will get better with time as we master his animation cancels. Also, keeping enemies grouped together is quite the struggle with Xiao. Without Sucrose or Venti or Zhongli's Meteor, the enemies just keep spreading out slowly. But Xiao more than makes up for this, with the hit stun on these enemies as well as his massive AoE damage output. So these Abyss runs demonstrate that even with minimal support, a free-to-play friendly Xiao's build is able to comfortably 3-star both Abyss 11 and Abyss 12. As I mentioned earlier, I believe this to be the new norm, and if future DPS characters can't achieve this, barring a mechanic that's really unfavorable to them like Ganyu versus only cryo monsters, then color me surprised. Overall though, I'm highly impressed with this free-to-play friendly Xiao being able to easily face roll through Abyss 11 and 12, while only relying on his teammates for a little bit of support. Let me know what you guys think about Xiao's power levels. How do you feel about all the new characters coming out and power creeping the original roster? Also, I won't be talking this whole video, but I will let the full Abyss runs in the background play out. As always, thanks for watching. I regularly put out endgame Genshin Impact content, both free-to-play friendly and for whales as well. So be sure to subscribe, like, and comment if you like that sort of stuff. This is I Win to Lose, signing out.
Xiao! 無駄だ無駄だ。
風よ
消えろ。無能。ぜぜここだ。ぜぜyeぜぜぜくだらない。
剣に誓う。
わめくがいい。ここだ。無能無能。ぜぜぜへっ
剣に誓う。
無駄だ。わめくがいい。ここだ。はっ無能無能無能へっ無能ひゃっぜひゃっここだ。ここだ。
風の神よ我らを導きたまえ。
消えろ。はっここだ。ぜここだ。
風の神よ
無駄だ。西洋鍋ここだ。無能無能へっはっ無能ぜここだ。ここだ。無駄だ。無駄だ。ぜ
風よ私にこ
ぜ西洋鍋無能イェぜはっぜぜここだ。ぜはっ西洋鍋くだらない。ここだ。ぜここだ。ひゃ無能ここだ。ここだ。へっぜ無駄だ。
剣に誓う。風と共に去れ。
散れ消えろ。無能ぜ無能ぜぜ無能ここだ。いえ無能 ひゃっ行くぞ。
手合わせしようじゃないか。重い拳を。
消えるんだ。風の神よ、我らを導きたまえ。
逃がさぬ。消えろ。無能。ここだ。ここだ。行くぞ。無能。無能。ここだ。
風よ、私に応えるのだ。風と共に去れ。
ここだ。無能。無能。ここだ。無能。ここだ。無駄だ。無駄だ。へっへっ。
はあ、風神。
へっ。わめくがいい。無能。ここだ。ここだ。へっ。
風よ、風神。
行くぞ。行くぞ。
死をもって
わめくがいい。ここだ。ここだ。無能。
風の神よ、我らを。
貴様の分際で行くぞ。西洋鍋。ここだ。知れ。